Hi, it's Jessica here with Sea Lark Chiropractic, and today we're going to be doing a gentle yoga flow that you can do at home to help aid any digestion problems that you might be having. So first, I invite you to do a quick meditation. We're going to make sure that our spine is straight, that our shoulders are away from our ears. We're going to close our eyes. We're going to take a breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good, and then returning to your normal breathing. Just bringing our minds home to our bodies. I want you to feel the rise and the fall with each new cycle of breath. Focusing again on your shoulders, making sure they're not up towards your ears. Good, and one more time. Again, inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Very good. Softly opening our eyes. From here, we're going to lay on our backs. So just taking your time. Always remembering to move very slowly when we go from one position to the next. Good, just allowing your spine to lengthen and relax along the mat. Here we're going to bring one knee up, giving that knee a hug. And again, taking an inhale in through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Gently going to switch legs. Good, and again, nice big hug, hugging that knee. Really focusing on pressing the knee into the stomach, really compressing the hip joint. And again, taking an inhale in through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And bringing our other knee up, giving both knees a hug. Good. From here, I want you to really focus on hugging the legs into the trunk of the body. We're going to lift the head off of the floor, kind of tucking our nose into our knees. Good, and then taking another inhale in and exhaling out. Good, and gently relaxing our head back down to the floor. Here, we're going to bring our arms out in a T-pose position with our knees bent. We're just going to alternate bringing our knees from one side to the other. Whichever direction your knees are pointing, we're going to bring our face to point the opposite. Good, so just bringing a nice light twist into the spine. Good, just moving with your breath. Really focusing on bringing a twist into the abdominal area. So we're really trying to focus on twisting the abdominal organs and then releasing them. And when we do that, it creates more blood flow and oxygen. Really help aid in digestion. Really helps with bloating. Good. Then one more time, knees to the side, face to the opposite direction. Coming back to the middle. We're going to slowly roll over onto our right side and then making our ways onto our stomachs. Good, and again, always remembering to move nice and slow. We're going to place our hands flat on the mat right by our ribs. We're going to come up into up dog. Good, so in up dog, the tops of our legs remain flat along the mat. We're extending the front of the body, opening up the front of the neck, compressing the back of the spine. We're going to take an inhale in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Very good. Here, we're going to come into puppy pose. So in puppy pose, I'm going to make sure that our knees remain on the floor. I'm just going to curve the top of our spine down, bringing the face into the mat, leaving the arms extended above the head. Good, again, always remembering to breathe. Very good. Then from puppy pose, we're just gonna bring our knees further to the edge of the mat, coming down into a wide-legged child's pose. It's really focusing on the inner thighs, just releasing any tension that they might be having. And of course, always remembering to breathe. And coming into tabletop, we're going to do our cat-cows. So again, focusing on compressing the abdominals and then stretching them. So when we compress and stretch, it kind of allows for like a pumping like motion. So again, always bring more blood flow and oxygen into the targeted area. Good, so coming into cat, we're going to curve our spine up towards the ceiling, tucking our chin into our chest, almost as if we're bringing our tailbone in towards our forehead. Good, then exhaling. Dropping the spine down towards the ground, elongating the front of the neck, like we're bringing our tailbone in towards the back of our head. Good, and just slowly alternating this movement, remembering to always move with your breath. Really just feeling the stomach compress, and then stretch, feeling the back of the spine, compress, and then release. And one more time, coming into cat, exhale, and then into cow. Good, coming back into our tabletop position. We're going to come into downward dog. So if you need to adjust your clothing, I want you to go ahead and do that. I know even when I'm practicing at home alone, I like to make sure I'm nice and comfortable in my clothing, just kind of helps things flow easier. Good, so then tucking our toes under, we're gonna bring our bottoms up and towards the wall behind us. And if you need to, you can keep the knees bent, because really the focus of downward dog is making sure that you have a straight spine and your ears between your arms. Really just pushing our bodies out of our trunk, right? So pushing our trunks away from our shoulders. Good, and always remembering to breathe, and you're more than welcome to just kind of alternate, anchoring your heels into the mat, just kind of loosening up the backs of our legs. Good, and from here you can either walk your hands to your feet or your feet to your hands. We're gonna come in for a forward fold. And again, you can keep your knees bent because we're really just targeting the stomach with this digestion video, not so much the backs of the legs. And so just hanging out in our forward fold, really allowing compression of the abdominal area. Good. We're going to bring our hands down to the floor. Just going to walk our feet to the sides of the mat, coming in for a straddle fold. So again, just a nice breath in, and then releasing out. Good. And then keeping our mind focused on our feet here on the edges of the mat. We're going to come down into our squat pose. So just taking your time, bringing our elbows in towards the knee, and our hands to our heart center. Good. I really want you to focus on pushing the knees and the elbows in towards each other while lengthening the spine out of the body. Good, so just bringing the head out of the trunk of the body, taking a deep breath in, and exhaling out. Good, and again, inhale in, and exhaling out. To a nice seated position. Good. I hope this video helped, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.